Okay, so it looks like my opponent brought the Walking Wake Venusaur Scizor. Most of what I expected, not too many surprises. I'm a little surprised Miss Magius didn't come, but I'm very fair as Miss Magius kind of had a 50-50 matchup, depending on what I brought. So here, I kind of expect him to lead Scizor, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to lead my Jumpluff and fire off the pretty powerful Terra Blast. My Jumpluff is definitely one of my best win conditions here. I don't think he's going to lead immediately Torkoal, is because if he does that, he's putting himself in a fairly bad situation. As my Gengar lead feels like it's kind of obvious on my end. So the reason why I expect Scizor to lead on his end is that I'm expecting it to be an Assault Vest Scizor this week, as that makes a lot of sense on his end. Okay. Yeah, I imagine he's probably going to bring like Assault Vest Scizor to check my Gengar, as otherwise he has absolutely no Shadow Ball switching. He could also lead Shooks, but let's see, he leads Scream Tail, fair enough, fair enough. He's probably going to try to get Rocks up early, so I get my Jumpluff off. And here, I'm actually just going to fire off the Swords Dance. I mean, he can Ice Beam me, but even if he does Ice Beam me, that's generally fine. I'm Jumpluff and I'm fairly bulky. So I'm just going to fire off my Swords Dance. He's probably just going to get a Brox, so I get my Swords Dance off. I see Ice Beams, fair enough. That shouldn't one-shot. Yep, does a one-shot. So here I'm going to fire off my Terra, and I will Synthesis up in order to get my HP back to full. As I'm expecting my Jumpluff to be able to 1v1 this. Yeah, I definitely, his Ice Beam immediately caught me off guard a bit, as I thought he was going to predict my Terra. Hindsight, I had no reason to make that play, but that's fine. So I Synthesis up. And he's probably going to Ice Beam again. Yep, he Ice Beams again. That'll do absolutely nothing. And here, I'll fire off my Swords Dance. Fairly free. I only need to get to, I believe it's like, I think I need to get to like +3 or +4 in order to be able to one-shot his Shooks. As he brings out Torkoal, fair enough, fair enough. Giving me my Chlorophyll boost, which is big. And Torkoal shouldn't be able to one-shot me with anything. So, I mean, the worst that he can do is yawn. So I'm going to fire off my Acrobatics here, just to see what he generally does. He lives on Sliver New, and he either powers that shouldn't one-shot. Yeah, it doesn't one-shot. Okay. I'm just gonna, since this is sub to get to full, I mean, this Torkoal can't really touch me. So, with the Sun Boost, we are back to full. And his Earth Power should do about half. Yep, as it does about half. And I'm just going to Synthesis again. He could take the opportunity to get his Shooks up, but we'll see. I think he's just going to spam Earth Powers. Will Earth Power even two-shot me? No, it doesn't two-shot me. Okay. So I'm pretty free just to get my last Swords Dance off in order to essentially be able to take out his whatchamacallit, in order to be able to one-shot his Shooks. With the Earth Powers again, shouldn't take me out. Doesn't take me out, as I am fairly bulky. Sunlight fades. So I'm just gonna Synthesis, no reason not to. He can't really one-shot me with anything. I believe I'm at max. I just want to check how many Swords Dances I have up. Yep, I have my max Swords Dances up. So I'm just going to fire off my Acrobatics and take out his Torkoal. So his Torkoal is down. Oh, hindsight, that was actually a mistake on my end. I should have kept Synthesising to get myself out of Bullet Punch range. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh no, he likes not to punish. So I'm going to Synthesis here to take myself out of Bullet Punch range. I'm pretty sure this is like a Stealth Rock Scream Tail. So this Jumpluff just doing mad work. Psychic, that should do nothing. It's Screamtail. So I'm just gonna sense this up again, get myself closer to full, and yeah, the Jumpluff mini sweep. Let's go. I brought this kind of as a meme, but it's doing a lot more work than I thought it would do. So that does nothing, and I can fire out my acrobatics here and take out the Screamtail probably. Yep, Screamtail is down. So all I guess left is a Sandy Shook, Scizor, Venusaur, Walking Wake. Well, everything's going to be slower than my Jumpluff, which is kind of funny. Oh. Yeah, he's probably going to be very mad about this. So he finally brings out the Scizor. He should have brought this out earlier when I was at 54 HP. So here I'll fire off my Terra Blast and take out the Scizor. That's how it does. Yeah, if he would have went out into this when I was at 54 HP, he could have prevented the sweep from happening, but we take these. Let's go. Big Jumpluff. Scizor goes down. So all he has left is Venusaur, Walking Wake, Sandy Shooks. Sandy Shooks is probably going to be a more offensive set, as I think a more offensive build makes more sense into my team. If he's a defensive set, he'll be able to take this Terra Blast, but we will see. Will we get the flat-out turn 1 Jumpluff sweep? Please say we get this. That'll be quite the way to start. No! He lived! No, Jumpluff! Oh, well. It did what it needed to. It basically just secured this game. As with what he has left, he has nothing for my Gengar. Oh, but the Jumpluff eventually went down. It is so sad. Do I go... I could go Mew here, set my agility, which is tempting. I have multiple ways to win this game. Like, this is basically over. I'm actually going to go out into my Gengar here, as Gengar will be able to basically do a large chunk to whatever he has left. He'll be able to outspeed this, and I will just fire off the very safe Sludge Bomb, as his Scizor is off the field, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. So Sandy Shooks goes down. All he has left is Venusaur and Walking Wake. I mean, Venusaur probably will be able to take one hit and one-shot me back, but that's generally fine. It's because I'm up by so much right now, I don't think I can really lose this, unless I massively, massively choke. So he goes out into Walking Wake. I'm just going to fire off Sludge Bomb. Probably not going to one-shot. He'll probably one-shot me back with Hydro Steam, but oh, he reveals he's a Sulfest. Interesting. So he might not one-shot me then. If he does not, so I will just Sludge Bomb again, and Gengar will get 2 kills this week. Walking Wake goes down, all you have left is Venusaur, and it's Venusaur against the world, and Venusaur isn't going to be able to beat my entire team, especially since I have the Mew. I mean, he's going to be able to take out my Gengar here, but that's generally fine. I mean, I can play for differential and just go immediately Mew. Which, yeah, why not? I'll just do that, as I think he's probably going to Earth Power and take out my Gengar, and I mean, I figure if I can save the differential, why not? Yep, Pierre's Power, so that would have taken out my Gengar. Not going to take out my Mew, though. And he reveals Life Orb. So here, I'm just going to Side Shock, and this should probably take him out, I would imagine. I'm a Modest Mew. No, he lives on a Sliver, okay. So he's probably going to take out my Mew with that Sludge Bomb. No, he doesn't, okay. So Venusaur goes down, and that was a very quick game. The Jumpluff early game mini sweep was super, super clutch for my team. So hopefully we can keep up this momentum. We need a massive win streak to come back, and see you guys next week.